Alright, welcome to my new series called Dropping Lore, where I do Storytime animations. I always wanted to make these, but I just didn't have enough energy to do them. But now since this one only took me a few hours, I might make more of these. If you're wondering, why does this animation style look so familiar? Well, that's because I was inspired by Bruce Stewart Films, which was a channel that I watched growing up. I probably shouldn't have been watching this, when I was 8. This was the South Park of Storytime animations. But we all have that one channel. We all watched, that one channel that we probably shouldn't have been watching as a kid. I just really like the art style. I like simple animation style. It's like not everything has to look realistic. I just like the simple comic book style that you would make when you were a kid. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's get on with the full story that I will tell, which probably wasn't my best moment. It happened during grade 2. Now, in elementary school, you were either the kid who cried a lot, the annoying kid, the menace, or the weird kid. I was all 4 of those combined. One day I would be shushing someone in the middle of silent reading. The next day I would be taking a bite of a foam football. This happened during April Fool's Day of 2016. Kids were sneaking whoopee cushions onto people's chairs. One kid, this was on Monday, who took home the class pet yesterday, came back with it inside of a Jello mold like it was some kind of shitty Office remake. Don't worry, it wasn't a real rabbit. It was just a plush. It was just a plushie rabbit. Our teacher didn't trust 7-year-olds with an actual real rabbit. And I remembered, hey, my older sister used to prank me by locking me inside of a small dog closet as a kid. So finally, I could be the one in power. So what did I do for my first prank? Well, I took someone's backpack and then dumped the insides of my burrito inside of it. Yeah, it was a pretty crappy thing to do, but I was 7 back then. And trust me, if I met me as a 7-year-old, I would kick him into the sun. Anyways, an hour goes by and it's drawing time. Alright kids, it's free draw. Aw, sweet. What the hell? Alright, who the hell dumped taco meat into James's backpack? That's right, I was the only one who actually reacted. The others were just confused. If the teacher wasn't suspicious of me then she would totally be even more suspicious of me during lunchtime. Because all I was eating was some floppy, empty taco shells with sauce stains in it. So what are you eating there, Charlie? Oh, just some tacos. Where's the inside of it? I usually eat the insides first. So imagine my surprise when I got called down to the office. Charlie, get your ass to the office now. It turns out the teacher totally snitched on me. Make matters worse, the kid that I pranked was the principal's son, and to make matters extra worse, he had a comic in his backpack, which I felt horrible since he was actually a pretty good artist for his age, and I totally ruined his comic that he was working so hard on. So as a punishment, I had to move my clothespin to red. Yes, our teacher did rank our behavior with a clothespin and poster. Not sure if anyone else had it, but that one gave me the biggest anxiety as a kid. And they also gave me a slip to take home and give to my parents that needed to be signed to prove that I told them about the thing I did. I don't know why they didn't just phone call them, because they just put their full trust in me to rat myself out to my parents, which I ain't gonna do. So I just hid that on the top shelf of my cubby. And for the rest of the year, the teacher just forgot about it. Until, at the end of the year, we were cleaning out our cubbies, but then some bozo looked through my cubby without me noticing and found it, and it snitched on me, and the teacher phone called my parents, and then I got in trouble for the thing I did like 2 months prior. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't waste the tacos that your mom made for you. And James, if you're watching this 8 years later, very sorry for ruining your sweet-ass Sonic the Hedgehog fan-made comic. I have nothing else to say. That was the end of the story. I think the next Storytime animation I'm going to make is about family reunions, because there's always something that always happens in those. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.